All right, folks, you heard it here first. Hey. Hi. Happy freaking birthday to me. I don't know. I was trying to do like a delayed voice thing, but I haven't practiced in a really long time. And okay, let me try again. I just sound like I'm breathing annoyingly. Whatever. Happy freaking birthday to me. Today, every single plan I've made for the day has flopped. I plan to go watch a play. Playhouse is closed on Tuesday. I was like, okay, I guess it's kind of annoying, but no big deal. Let me go have brunch. Let me go take myself to brunch at this new place that's open in town. They're closed on Tuesday. Like clockwork, closed on Tuesday. What? Why? Why would you? And then I was like, okay, no big deal. No big deal. I'll find something else to do. I was like, you know what? When all else fails, the park is always there. I was really excited to go to the park and then pick up my cake on the way back because I placed an order a couple days ago. I placed an order at a bakery. It's so wet and dreary outside, and rain is in the forecast all day long. Maybe I'll still make my rounds at the park, but I just won't sit anywhere. But I really did want to just sit and enjoy looking at nature and maybe write a little prose or two. What the heck? You know, like freaking what the heck? I was like, of all days, my birthday is a day I don't want to spend cooped up inside. That's what's happening right now. My forehead has cleared up somewhat nicely. I mean, this is still here, this is still here. This is kind of still an open wound. Sorry if that's a TMI, but this has scarred, which is just great. I'm expecting this will scar similarly, and then maybe after a few weeks or months, they will go away. Okay. Not super ideal, but also not the worst that could happen right now. I apologize for this angle, whatever, who cares. But it hasn't rained and it's kind of dry now. It's still dreary outside and it's kind of cold, but not super duper unbearably cold. And I'm going to the park and my mom is coming with me. So I don't think I'll be able to film much. Hello? I don't think I'll be able to film much, but I'm just happy to be going to the park. Oh my gosh, of course freaking maintenance is required soon. Oh my god, of course. If it's not one thing, it's another with the freaking cars. Okay, honestly, it's not too bad. I don't hate getting the car maintained, but I hate doing it for one car and then everyone's like, okay, now this other car also needs maintenance, because of course one car needs maintenance and then the others magically sync up and need maintenance as well. Okay, where's my mom? Mommy, mama, hello, yoo-hoo. Leaf. Bouquet of leaves. Giant freaking leaves. Stream. Very cool, interesting, fun rock. I'm back. Wiping down my case. And then I'm going to wash the keychain. But yeah. As usual, I was not dressed appropriately for the weather. I feel like I never am, which is so annoying because I always check the weather before I leave and I'm always like, yeah, this will be fine, this will be fine. And then it always ends up as if I'm either overdressed or underdressed. Today, I was underdressed. My ears started hurting so freaking bad. Halfway through my mom and I's walk, not even halfway through, a little bit in. And I was like, I should have just sucked it up and tossed a beanie on my head, but it's whatever. Those leaves were giant. We saw so many people walking their dogs. And then we got my cake. I'm convinced it's smaller than usual, but my sister says that looks normal. You're in the dryer. You're in the dryer. I'm about to fold clothes. You're in the dryer. It is much later now. I went to the park. I was planning on going alone, but then my mom ended up coming with me. So I didn't film much at the park because we were just kind of walking around. And as I mentioned, I was incredibly underdressed, but I did stumble upon this gorgeous rock. Oh my gosh, please focus. Hello. It's not focusing, but it is a gorgeous rock. And while it was wet, I got so scared because I almost stepped on her, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it like the casing of a snail? But then I looked closer and it was a rock, and it is such a beautiful, gorgeous rock. I want this to zoom in. Hello. Here's the freaking rock that didn't want to focus. Wow. Beautiful. It's been several hours. My birthday is pretty much basically over, and maybe 30 minutes we're going to have dinner. We're going to cut my cake, and I'll include all that later. But I wanted to have a little bit of a talk before that. I guess there's a lot of dread surrounding birthdays, and I'm not the only one. I know I don't cry on my birthdays. I know many people who do, which is good for them, I suppose, but I don't cry on my birthdays. I just feel an overwhelming sense of dread that I can't put my finger on why I'm feeling this way. Usually leading up to my birthday, I'm super excited, and then on the day of, I'm just like underwhelmed and kind of depressed. Again, this is, I feel like, common for many people from what I see online. This year was actually really good. Really good. I had a splendid time today. I had so much fun. Okay, I need to sit down. What am I doing? Crouching. Birthday dread. I didn't feel it so much this year because I feel like I didn't have as many expectations. Last month, actually, I was freaking out about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm turning 25. I'm going to spend it by myself or with my family. And I spent every single birthday with my family or by myself. And I really wanted to be spending it with like a group of friends, and we're all having a grand old time. We're maybe walking down the streets, we're eating out somewhere, we're having brunch, we're just spending so much time together. But I got over it very quickly because I realized there's no point in dreading over what I don't have or might not have. And I made plans that I was excited to do by myself, and those flopped. And then I guess I just kind of really lowered my expectations to the point where I was like, you know what, even if I don't get to go to the park today, when I go pick up my birthday cake, which I'm going to do regardless of the weather, I'm going to maybe just walk down every single aisle of the grocery store, which I haven't done with this one in specific, and I actually do enjoy doing that. So I was like, I just need to get out of the house. Admittedly, part of the reason is because I know that the longer I stay at home, the higher the chances of my mood being ruined, my day being ruined with a snap of a fingers is. Does that make sense? And it's been a couple of days since I left the house. I say as if yesterday I didn't go with my grandfather to his appointment. I mean, it's been several days since I left the house with intentions of just being outside and not to run errands or what have you. Today turned out to be a great day, a wonderful day. Even though I was severely underdressed, even though I feel like my time outside being severely underdressed has potentially made me come down with an illness. My throat doesn't feel so hot, but you win some, you lose some. It was wonderful being outside. Other than having absolutely zero expectations for how the day is going to go, how I want it to go, I feel like something else that played a huge part in me not feeling as downtrodden, ooh, that's a good word, as downtrodden today, was that I had no expectations of anyone wishing me a happy birthday. So I was pleasantly surprised when I had friends, distant friends, acquaintances messaging me, be like, oh my gosh, today's your birthday, right? Happy birthday. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I felt so heartwarmed. I'm like, I love when people remember my birthday. It's like such a small thing, but it really lets me know that I have a part in their life, even if we don't talk a lot or if we don't talk often, etc., etc. And it's like, it's so nice to see, and it's such a nice feeling. It's one of the little small ways that other people can tell you they care about you. I did some writing today as well, which is great and wonderful, because for the past few weeks I have had the most awful writer's block when it comes to my prose, and that sucked. I want to end this little speaking portion of the video with the latest piece I wrote. And okay, I'm now a year older, though I don't feel it, and I don't feel any wiser either. In time, I'm sure I will, in the way my body feels, my face looks, and the way I live, but not yet. I look back one day and think of how young I used to be and knew nothing, definitely not how much I know now. What a day that will be. Or maybe I'll have better things to do and forget this all willfully. That would be better, I think, much better than dwelling on how silly I surely will seem in comparison. Maybe I'll look back fondly, adoring my own cluelessness because I've done all I thought impossible. Who's to say? Who's to say? Who's to say? Bad news. I didn't get a proper video of the cake or the cake cutting, but I think my mom took a picture of the cake, so I will see if I can get my little hands on that beforehand. It tasted lovely. I asked for fully whipped icing, but they made the leaves of the flowers that I didn't ask for with traditional icing. Not the end of the world, but traditional icing is not good. No offense to traditional icing fanatics. I prefer whipped icing. However, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to say anyway. If you watched this far, thank you so much. I really freaking appreciate it. But I will see you all next time. Be kind, be smart, and stay safe, everyone. Bye.